I had a 5-minute freaking stream delay on. So anyway, this is Duck Boy in the Gadjah Mada. I'm making him priority because he is a subscriber on this channel, so I really do want to thank Duck Boy for his support. He is often hanging out and commenting, but rarely has he submitted a replay, so I wanted to give him some quality feedback here. We're starting a little bit in the game just because of timing, because I screwed up that whole stream delay thing. But anyways, let's talk about his setup here. He's in a top tier game, so he's tier 7 in a tier 5 game. He just smoked up next to a Moss, and he has to be really careful here. The Moss has torpedoes that can hit him. He's in a Gadjah Mada, which means he's got deep water torpedoes, which means they will not hit the Moss. So he's kind of in the kind of gunfight that he doesn't want to be in right now, which is facing off with another destroyer that can torpedo him. So he's kind of, if you think about it, kind of has one arm tied behind his back since he doesn't have the capability of using his torpedoes. In addition, he's got, well, his opponent's got hydro, so he's got to be careful not to get detected in his smoke as well. If the Moss were to charge him right now, that could be a problem. But you are being backed up by the Dallas and that Farragut over there, so that helps. Now, I already mentioned his flags setup, but of course that was before I changed my stream settings. So real quick, he's got the Corgi flag, which is always fun. He's got fire chance here, other fire and flood chance. He's got anti-dead, he's got credit reduction, commander XP, free XP, and speed flag, and credit gain, credit reduction. Out of this flag setup, with this beautiful camo that's got really good XP earnings, I would recommend dropping the credit gaining flags in favor of XP gaining flags. Like the Equal Speed Charlie London would be a really good flag, synergizes very well with everything else. Coming out right now is putting you at danger. I don't like to come out of smoke unless I and engage like this with guns, unless I have nothing else really to lose out of the process. You see here he came out of the smoke just in time to dodge those torpedoes, but notice how he took a hit. That reset the cap gain. And personally, I'd rather cap first, then get out and start shooting and get detected.
Slow down, speed's too high.
And then you ram into a Dallas that's sitting completely broadside to an Iron Duke.
I need some help.
Kind of actually not. It's somewhat angled. Okay. What do you know? Torpedoes. Hey Sonny, how's it going? Malarkey, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Don't forget I've got raffle as always for community contributor containers. You want to make sure you get into that raffle. I do raffles after each replay. And I need to edit my title too. I'm a rascal? Well, cool.
12 o'clock.
Now you're losing right now, down 2 ships. Gotta be careful. The nice thing about Gadjah Mada is the torpedoes, especially against the New York, will do a lot of damage, and they're deep water, so they're hard to detect.
Mobius 1, Fox 3. Mobius 1, Fox 3.
Hey Sean, that's fine. I can get you your code. I still have it ready to go. Now this is a mistake here. You don't want to start like smoke up and start shooting right after you fire your torpedoes. You're basically telling the New York, hey, I'm here. Also, you don't want to torpedo along the lead indicator if the indicator is telling you to torp an island. To show you what I mean, we're gonna go and, I mean, yeah. Oh well. What I would have done is torped in front of the island and behind the island. I mean, you know, deep water torps don't go under islands either, unfortunately. So that would have been a good idea there.
Hurry!
Oh, sorry, Sean. Yatago Black was not chosen for replays. As you know, I've got my Google form that I use, and so if you want to get that replay out there, tell other people to vote for you. Get out the vote, all that good stuff. Anyway, there's that Moss again that left the cap at the beginning, interestingly enough. And you've got a Sims there, so you've got a really good basically gun DPM advantage over the Sims, so you want to exploit that. Sims looks like he was kind of charging into you there. Ooh, Gremiashi, totally balanced destroyer. Good. Gremiashi has 8-kilometer torpedoes, which, I mean, could be a threat to you, but he's most likely firing those torpedoes off at the Nuremberg. That's my guess. Nice, you burned down the New York.
Splash one.
Okay, so I do like your positioning here. You're positioning yourself to block the enemy from pushing past the cap. And I really do like that. It means that you've got the ability to get in there, and oftentimes we see teams that do uncoordinated pushes. The destroyers get way too far out in front, and as a result, they just get whacked. And I think that's what's about to happen here. We're going to see the Moss get whacked. I have a feeling we're going to see the Sims come up and get whacked. The Gremiashi was smart enough to not pull forward.
Missile.
9
o'clock.
But
Missile warning.
still. Hey, Sonny, do I feel the Azuma will be buffed a little more? I hope so. Let's just say that. I think they nerfed it temporarily so people don't skip over land. I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, at least on the NA cluster, I highly doubt that that's a reason for any sort of Azuma nerfs. I know on the NA side of things, that, you know, everybody wanted Alaska and was crying for Alaska for years. I think ever since game started, people were suggesting, hey, what about an Alaska? So, I don't know. Is it possible that that's different for other servers? Of course. You know, the C server might be different. But still. I don't know that they can nerf Alaska anymore, Sean. They've released it, and they've got that history of not touching premium ships, and then on top of that, the Cesare nerf was rolled back. So I don't know if that's going to happen. Oh, look, there's the Sims. And you notice how the Moss just keeps on wandering all over the place. That's crazy. Nice. Okay, you're there you go. So you weren't still spotted for a little bit there. Torp indicator went down to 0 and then back up to 1. That should indicate to you that torpedoes are coming your way. Now, that could be coming your way from the Moss. In other words, they're coming from this direction. Or it could be coming from where the Gremiashi is. I see one. Ooh, detonation, nice. So I don't necessarily know that it's gonna come from the Gremiashi there. Either way, nice. Gremiashi also, by the way, has a pretty large magazine underneath the guns. So detonations on Gremiashis and all the Russian destroyers, really, are quite common.
Box 3. Box 3. Box 3.
Alaska does have some characteristics that are very nice, but Belfast, I don't know if I would agree with that statement. Alaska's better as an anti-cruiser whereas Belfast is far better as an anti-destroyer cruiser and an anti-battleship cruiser even. It just sits there and farms. Speaking of farming, this is a beautiful torpedo salvo right here, Doc. That Emerald, or sorry, that Exeter is probably gonna take 1 or 2. There it is. And you got a Kraken out of that. Nice. Gotta watch for the Nuremberg, though. Nuremberg could have hydroacoustic search. But hey, you're citadeling him anyway because he's giving you broadside. That's hilarious.
Evade Mobius 1.
Which crosshair am I using? I'm using, it's type 6 or 7. Crosshair. Come on, game. Oh, it's not letting me do it because I'm not in an actual game. It's the one with the spider cross-eye thing, you know. Kind of fun. Sometimes I also use the crosshair I made for the contest way back when, and that would be the, I think it's type 14. It's the big yellow one with the black shadow around it, outline around it. I did that because I played the game on a projector at times, and it makes it much easier to actually see my crosshairs. Yeah, Alaska's a really good hard counter to an Atago. Absolutely. But the Atago can fight back with really good HE fire chance. Oh, Duck Boy is salivating here as he sees this Bayern. And he's got, of course, his torpedoes. I would have my torpedoes ready already. I don't know why you didn't. But you see there, you've lost some valuable time in coming around the corner with your guns loaded. So just food for thought there. Keep your second torpedoes, good. And you want to wait until he commits to a turn, hard turn in. Or just takes all of your torps anyways. At that point, yeah, just torp him in the face, there you go. Oh, Helena. That would have been good to use torps on. Smoke time. Smoke if you got him. This guy, I guess, misread your name. He fixed it. Oh.
Still okay.
Not a bad game. A pretty quick game, but hey.
Be careful. Enemy
It was looking pretty hairy for a while there. And this is kill number 8? Nope, 7. Only 7. 122,000 damage. Really nice, man. Really nice. Okay, so let's put that replay in my done folder. Duck Boy for sending that replay off to me. Look at the next one in our list here. That would be the Alaska we were just talking about. Let's go with. Ah, there you go. While that's going on, it's time to do a raffle. 2 entries in here, so pretty good chance of somebody winning. And Sunny, you won. Congratulations. Alright, Sean, let me get you your code. Message it to you here. Actually, you can win, Sean. This code is